It was February when we applied to repatriation program, and 7 months later we went to special place in Russia. This is Nativ Jewish agency to interview with consul. And in this interview we got repatriant visas. So guys, in one day, just after we received this repatriant visa, we decided to buy ticket from Moscow to Israel, Tel Aviv, and we're going to Israel right now. We have a few hours before our flight and we need to visit notary and pack our bags. We bought the only direct flight ticket available for $1,000 per person. Checking in for the flight right now from a cab, and we're flying with the Russian airline Red Wings on the famous Sukhoi Superjet. I hope we have a good flight. We are flying out of Zhukovsky airport. It was a little exciting and scary to go through border control at the airport, but since Igra Glass did not fall under the mobilization criteria, we were allowed through passport control easily. The little birds flew away. You are probably thinking right now, what is repatriation? According to the law of Israel, a person with Jewish roots can pass the consular check and get a repatriate visa to come to Israel and become a citizen of the sunny country. We got our visa yesterday, and today we are already on the plane. How quickly life can change just in one day! Usually, the Jewish agency Sakhnut helps new repatriants in advance, pays for the ticket and takes care of them. But in today's total uncertainty, we decided to take our destiny in our own hands. Upon arrival at the airport, we need to find a phone. A call to this magic phone helps a repatriate person to turn from a tourist into an Israeli citizen. In the airport, we were given a local SIM card, cash, shekels, and an identity card for the new repatriate person, Teudat Oleh. It's good that there is a free Wi-Fi at the airport, since we didn't find an apartment beforehand. Since we arrived before the holidays, we had to ask a friend of our friend in Jerusalem for help to shelter us for the night. Alina and Lyosha were very kind and hospitable, helped us make a travel card and allowed us to spend a night at their wonderful house. The next day, their neighbor Nili took us in her house. On the third day of our stay in Israel, that we managed to find a room for a month in Rishon city, nearby to Tel Aviv. We will have our first independent trip by bus across the country with a transfer at Jerusalem's central station. Nili gave us a bag of nuts and apricots, and Lyosha drove us to the station, and we hit the road. In Israel, public transportation is very well developed, and there are applications on the phone which create a clear route. On the way, we met Tanya, who came from Russia about a year ago, and she is now going to serve in the Israel army. Thank you, Nili, for the goodies. It's nice to have a snack on the road. If you need to get off the bus, press stop. We had a quick ride to the city of Rishon. It turned out to be a beautiful and large city on the Mediterranean Sea. We rented a room for 2,700 shekels. It's about $760 in the center of town. The room has a bed, 2 tables, a closet and internet. What else does a blogger need for a happy life? We went outside and were surprised to see a lot of Russian around us. Russian stores and Russian speech. This is very unusual. I have never seen anything like this in other countries. It's like walking through a botanical garden. Although this place was originally a lifeless land, the Israelites were able to turn the desert into blooming gardens. It was possible to do this thanks to artificial watering. Each plant is supplied with a tube of water. In Israel, there are a lot of cats on the streets. People give them food and water. And they are not just a cute friends. Cats help protect cities from spiders and scorpions. The city of Rishon is an elite place to live. It's an expensive city. So if you earn a lot of shekels, you are welcome. A little workout and I'm going to sleep a bit. It had been a challenging day, but there are more challenges ahead of us. Bureaucracy, very high prices for everything, hot climate, unknown language and culture.